You are now
listening
to Black Sheep
Conversations.
Oh, this sounds interesting. Black Sheep Conversations.
But you were still cheating if you took them both back.
I ain't take them back.
Oh, yeah.
What? I was just chilling.
You probably don't know it, bro. It's gonna shock them, guys. Watch this. It's gonna shock them right here. I actually listen to Frank Sinatra.
I love hood movies, man. Like, they don't make a lot of good hood movies no more, which is, I guess, is kind of good and bad.
So that's when I jumped off the balcony, like on the side in the dark, so nobody saw me fall over there except for my homegirl. Test out whatever you feel like testing. Just don't test me, because I'm in my best, see? And when you test me, I bet I thrust thee. Nah, that was white.
Bars, my guys. We are back, man. My boy Caleb always got the bars. He's for the Harzies.
Yeah, man.
What's a Harzie?
I'm really 5, man. I used to rap at parties. Yo, man.
Damn, man.
Put mom on speakerphone. Tell her she on the podcast. Tell her she on the podcast.
Hello?
Hey, Erica, you home?
No, ma'am.
Are you on your way home?
No, ma'am.
All right, then. Okay.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. That was my dudes right there, man. She ain't even know, but welcome to the show, mama.
Just threw mama on the show. She ain't even know it.
The one that Fa.
You ain't even know it. That was a 5 song when it first came out.
You ain't even know it. Then they had the remix, dog. Stupid lit, bro.
You ain't even know it.
Didn't know.
I had a Blasian friend. Me and her used to say it all. Her name was Momo. She was Asian and black. She was like super tall. Momo. I think Momo was from ATL.
Shout out to Momo.
We had like a secret handshake and everything. She was like, it was so cool. I met her at Convergence when I was working for DirecTV. Yeah. We'll be sitting there. She was like, you ain't even know it, cuz.
Word up, my duties.
You ain't even know it.
But man, y'all, welcome back, man. I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope y'all gonna tune in and listen to this great episode. We are talking about the stresses of being a creative and how to deal with them, really. And just
We're
gonna do that, bro.
What's some struggles you done been through, man? Being a creative.
Well, for myself, man, the freelance life is what I'm trying to do right now, and I've tried before. It's just a lot, man, trying to struggle and think about where your next meal, well, not really meal, but just where your next paycheck is coming from, and your strategies for promoting yourself. Because I feel like with me, myself, I'm my own promoter. I'm my own, like, website designer. I'm my own, like, secretary. Like, so, man, it can be stressful at times trying to balance all that and juggle all that and try to figure out the best way to do everything that you need to do so you can grow and advance. And the biggest thing is, man, is just really just, like I said, the biggest stress is really just worrying about, like, it's trying to create a steady income from freelance work as a creative.
Yeah.
That's like with artists, like musicians, singers, photographers, graphic designers,
even food, culinary arts, like cooking and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're culinary art, like, you either,
that's visual and taste.
Yeah, but you could get hired by a restaurant and then, like, boom, a steady income right there. You just work in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Or you open up your own restaurant, so then you have to start worrying about the business aspect. For me, has been
then you got to do web design and license.
Yeah, so you have to.
It's a little harder.
Get your business license and everything, and that's the biggest stress for me. Well, the biggest struggle for me is trying to figure out the best business aspect of photography. Trying to figure out, okay, I need my website to look like this. I need my prices to look like this. I need my contracts to look like this. There's also the pressure to keep pushing yourself to drive and to get better, and to, sometimes it comes along where you compare yourself to other photographers or artists and people that's doing the same thing in your field.
Yeah. And
you can get caught up in that and easily just get disillusioned and try to, like, doubt. You start doubting yourself and you start, like, wondering, like, well, why does my work look like this? Why am I not on this level yet? But you just got to keep trusting your process and just keep working, man, and keep trying to grow. And for me, I just got to keep trusting God when it comes to anything like that.
Yeah, I feel you on that, bro. I definitely feel you on that. Like, I've kind of went through that myself. The part of I guess like the business aspect. And I guess since I haven't like found a secure way of just doing photography and just living off photography, since I haven't, created a secure way to do that, that's why I still like hang on to just, just other jobs, like just regular jobs, non-creative art, non-entrepreneur style stuff. I just stick with working for somebody right now, just so I can have a foundation and just keep building as I try to figure out how do I go into the business of photography and videography. I have an idea of it, but right now I'm struggling with transportation. So, even though I have the idea of it, I can't, I guess, go forward on that creative path because you have to be able to travel and go to certain job locations, and do things. And so transportation plays a part in the struggle of being a creative, because you can't just do everything necessarily from home. You have to be able to transport and go places where people need you to go, unless they supply you with a car. But that's 9 times out of 10, that's not really going to happen. You have to have your own car.
Yeah. Man, talk about the stress where it comes from, people wanting, you like being pulled into 5 or 6 different directions.
What you mean by that? Like
different people like, hey, Caleb, can you do this photo shoot for me? Then other people like, oh, can you do this little video for me?
Oh.
Trying to balance your time.
Oh man. Well, stuff like that. Like just being, and I still have problems with it now, but just being very strict on time and like letting people know, like doing things like letting people know, like, hey, if it's, especially if it's a paid situation, letting people know, like, hey, I'm going to meet up with you at this time. We're going to shoot at this time. And at this time, the shoot's over. I'm leaving. It doesn't, and I've ran into situations where it was like, I told a person, like, hey, meet me this time at this time. And when it gets to this time, I'm gone. And then the person be like, and then the person gets there late or something like that. And it's like, they feel like I'm obligated to do for them and stay there longer for them because they were late. And it's like, no, I have other shoots I need to go to. Or I have something else personal I need to go handle. So I gave you a time frame. You weren't there. I'm sorry. I have to go. So we can try to get the photos that you need within the rest of the time that's remaining. But cause this is still part of your time. But after that, I'm gone. And we just have to, as a creative, you just have to stick to, even just as a business owner in general, you have to stick to the business. And some people are going to be hurt. Some people are going to feel offended, but I'm sorry. Time is important, and I cannot curve my time or my schedule or curve on my money because of, because someone is not, being responsible. I have to keep it moving, friend, family or not. I can't sit around and, hold time for you. The world doesn't work like that, because that's going to be a loss. It's going to make me look unprofessional to others because they're like, okay, where is he at? And nobody cares when I go to them and be like, yeah, I had your family sitting here waiting 20 minutes because I was still finishing up somebody else's shoot. That's going to look like somebody's going to look at that and be like, he's unprofessional. Somebody else had faults and he pushed our time off because of somebody else couldn't get their stuff right. So we had to suffer. So you have to be very strict with time and let people know, this is this, that's that.
You're right, bro. You're definitely right, because I've dealt with that myself several times. People don't show up on time, and they try to make you seem like you look crazy for not catering to their needs, but they were the one that were late.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not, like, what do you expect, man? That's why myself, like, I know the importance of contracts. They save you and your clients on both ends. So, and this goes into any other type of creative field as far as videos, graphic design, and any type of other artistry there is. So
it saves you from dealing with a lot of drama.
Yeah, it just protects you, man. And it's also like, what about the stress of not getting the support you need from those that you feel like you need it from, because they want you to support them.
I don't know. Like, what's? I'll let you give your take on that first. I need to think about it.
Nah, bro. What you need to do is get out your phone, bro.
I'll let you get your take. I'm looking at
some
bro. Creative arts.
Bro.
Page.
Don't come on this podcast
looking at my artwork and supporting my friends and family, like you were just saying, supporting people.
You not support. You gotta support your co-host, man.
Bro,
I'm finna turn this mic off, dog.
turn it off, dog. Hey, Sway.
I'm finna.
Sway. Ah.
Nah, but man, it's like I said, if I was, a rapper, man, my name was Big Chuck Low.
Big Chuck.
Big Chuck Low.
Your name was Big Chuck Low. Okay.
Big Chuck Low.
Hashtag Big Chuck Low.
Big Chuck Low. And I got a show, and I'm sitting telling everybody, hey man, come to the show. I tell about maybe 30 people about the show, and only 3 people show up. You know how I've never felt that, but I can imagine just how bad that feels like. Especially like the people that you reached out to, and you're thinking, oh yeah, that's my boy, man. I know he gonna pull up and support me. I know he gonna be here, and that person not there.
Yeah, that would kind of suck. So since I thought about it, yeah, I can now go on the part of like the support part. That's like the fact that we do these podcasts, and also I do photography, and it's like I don't feel like I have any friends out there or any family that are really listening to these podcasts. Yeah, that's just being real. Because I haven't had a family member call me and say, hey, I heard your podcast. I haven't had no family member call me and say they listened to it. I haven't even really had many friends call me and say they listened to my podcast. So some people, I'm not saying they're not supportive. I'm not saying they have listened or haven't listened. I mean, maybe they have. They just haven't talked to me about the episodes that we're doing here. But honestly, I haven't heard any of my friends hit me up and say, nice job this, nice job that. Except for there was one. There was like 1 or 2 friends of mine that did say they listened or said they've been supporting and liking and sharing. And then with the photography, there's a lot of people I do know and that I'm also cool with. But even with the photography, man, like as far as like friends and family, there's certain friends and family that I don't even think they've been supporting me that strongly. I feel like I get more support from people who don't even know me. They share my stuff, or they're on my feeds, liking, and commenting. From those people who don't know me, who are they're like, oh man, amazing work, I love your work, good job on this, good job on that. But those are people who don't know me saying all of that. But it's like you'll expect your friends and family to be the first ones on your feed saying, nice job, man. Oh wow, you did a great job on this. But it's cool because sometimes some of them you'll see them in person and they'll be like, oh yeah, I be seeing your pictures, you be doing good. So it's like it showed me, okay, they have been looking. They just haven't said anything on my feed to let me know that they are watching me. Or you'll see the likes. You'll see the like button get smashed or something like that. But yeah, it's just, yeah, I don't know. Or like how you'll have like family members who have businesses and it's like it's just within you. You'll promote them. Like, hey, call such and such, man. They'll help you out with this. They'll help you out with that. But it's like, you don't never hear anybody calling you.
Boy, you
know what I'm talking about.
Boy.
You already know what I'm talking about.
Sneak dissing on the 1-2. My boy Kayla, you know who you is. Pull up right now. He's in a box with you.
But yeah, like, because like any of my friends that are doing something or anybody I know who's doing something and I, not fool with you, like I'll tell people about you and what you do and how you can help that person, that stranger.
Right,
I'll tell them, hey, hit my friend up so and so. He'll help you with this or she'll help you with this. But I don't feel like people spread the same. I don't feel like some people spread the same love about me. I will give a shout out to my mom. Like my mom, she lets people know her son does photography.
Shout out to Miss Marie.
Like she lets people know like, hey, my son does photography. He does an amazing job. I think my son is very great. Like she did it one time at her job. Like she was just putting the plug in, like right in on the spot, and the guy was like, oh, for real? Like it was some customers in there, and it was like, oh, okay.
That's love, man. That's love.
That was some nice support.
And I think as a creative, the biggest thing when it comes to that is to not worry about those that don't support you, but focus on the ones that do.
Yeah.
And the ones that don't, hey, just keep it moving, bro. Because I've had this battle that in my own head several times, just keep reminding myself, man, it's not about the people that don't support you. It's about the people that do. And also when it comes to like getting recognition for all the work that you've put in, like I don't seek recognition no more from man. I seek recognition from God. So everything I do, every photo I take from now on is for the sole on purpose